Well, the personal chef service is an easy way for even the busiest parent to get healthy and great tasting meals on the table for the family. And our good friend, certified personal chef Jan Laird, can deliver. Hello again.
Hello again.
We already hugged, so we'll hug again later.
We got that out of the way.
We got the
But it is
circle of
good
love.
to see you again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to be here.
And for those who missed at the beginning of the show, Jan is a personal chef. She does so much, from classes to catering. So tell us a little bit about the service that you provide to the busy families.
Well, what I do is I send out a menu once a week to all my clients, whether they're busy single professionals, busy families, elderly. I cook a lot for the elderly that their kids live in a different state and they want their elderly family to cook, to eat, because they don't eat right anymore.
Nutrition is key still.
Exactly. So I cook for the elderly, the single career, and for the families.
I love that. And you know, you think about when you live far from a family member and they need somebody to make sense, so they don't pop in a lean cuisine every night for dinner. I mean, this is definitely the way to do it. I mean, you've raised 7 kids, so you know a little something about taking care of a family.
Exactly. A lot. I know 7. A lot of something.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you said they all can cook.
See my gray hair? Yes. And they all can cook.
See?
And it was really cool because this past Christmas, they all wanted a pot, a pan, a knife.
Oh my God.
Something that had to do with cooking. And I thought I did my job well. It was really quite touching, quite touching. So
I love that.
Nice.
Well, and you actually have a degree also in home economics and nutrition education from the University of New Mexico, I want to mention. And you said you design weekly menus for the family.
Right.
So how does that process work?
Well, if somebody comes to me and say, I'm diabetic, as we talked about a little bit earlier with Paula Dean.
Right.
Low sodium. I work with a man right now who's on a low sodium diet.
Okay.
All of those things I take in consideration. Cancer patients.
Sure.
I cook for cancer patients.
That's great.
I take into consideration, I plan a menu, I send it out through email, they contact me with a list. If you go to my website, the weekly menu's on the website, they just kind of punch the numbers in, it comes back to me, I do all the shopping, I do all the preparation, I do all of the packaging, and then I deliver.
See, I love
So all they
that.
have to do is eat.
That's all I have to do is warm it up and eat. And somebody will say, we're having a special dinner. We don't want to go out to a restaurant. Can you come to our house and cook a special dinner for 8, for 10? I have people coming in for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for the holidays.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day's coming up.
That's a good gift, by the way, boys. Like, get your woman, you know, she's cooking for the family all week. Have a nice romantic meal at home and have a personal chef.
Absolutely.
Cook for you.
Or they can come to the kitchen. Yeah. Because you've been to the kitchen. It's very quaint. It's very sweet. Couples get together and we do a little couples night out and we cook all the food. Then they sit down and they eat all the food.
It's so great.
Very romantic.
It's very romantic. There's no restaurant noisiness or busyness, so they stay there as long as they want.
Love that.
I do the dishes still, so nobody does the cleanup and the dishes. It's me.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for a while.
I have been doing this for a while.
What's the most unusual menu request you've ever gotten?
Well, I can't, that's a good question.
We stumped
Stumped.
you.
I know.
Well, think about that. Think about that while you tell us what you're making today.
Okay, so when I decided to, well, I was asked back to come, I thought about you, Nikki.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, let's put something Italian together for Nikki. So we're making Italian wedding soup.
Oh.
And it's good because it's cold.
Yes.
Soups are such great nutritious meals.
No doubt.
They're low in fat. There's no butter in this meal. So it's very healthy. So we are making...
And there's meatballs.
And there's homemade meatballs. Homemade meatballs, spinach, beans, vegetables.
Healthy soup.
A little bit of white wine, some chicken stock.
Smells incredible.
It's just incredible.
So if I wanted to make this at home, where would I begin?
Okay, you would begin by chopping up the onions, celery, and carrots. Basic enough. Basic. Add some garlic, chopped ham. Let it sweat, and sweat means it's cooking in its own juices. You sweat it by covering it up. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. Sweat the vegetables with the ham. Start building that base for flavor.
Okay, so that's
what we
your
want.
base.
The
How long does that take?
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's it?
But you want your vegetables to be soft.
Okay.
So it could take a little bit more, it could take a little bit less.
Okay.
One of the biggest things about cooking that people have a hard time with, they're in a hurry.
Right,
How long does it take?
Yeah.
It could take you 3 minutes.
It took me 3 hours to make homemade chicken soup the other night.
And it was slow and delicious and
why
yummy,
it's good.
right?
Absolutely.
So you want to sweat the vegetables. Now, I'm trying to get this pot of soup to a place where you can dump in the meatballs. you know?
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to dump
I've
in
already
meatballs.
sweat the vegetables,
Okay.
put the ham, put the chicken stock, put the wine, put a little bit of red pepper flakes in here
It
just
smells
to
like
give
an
it a little
Italian
kick.
restaurant, actually.
Yeah. So I want this to
Smells so
boil a little bit. That's
Okay.
why I have it covered, because it will boil faster when it's covered.
Okay.
We're going to add our spinach, our beans, and our homemade meatballs.
Wow.
Ooh, are those cannellini beans?
Yes.
I love those.
Yes, it's Italian soup.
See, we love
Come
our
on.
cannellinis.
And our little homemade meatballs have Parmesan cheese and some breadcrumbs.
I
and
love
some-
meatballs.
I know.
Those look tasty.
And they're small and so yummy.
They're cute.
They're cute. So I
Okay.
just made a little few meatballs.
Okay.
But you make the meatballs first.
Yeah, you do
make
that
the
separate.
meatballs first because it's going to take the time consuming, the most time. Make the meatballs, set them aside. When this starts to boil, we're going to drop them in. They're going to cook in the
So
soup.
you're not frying them first then?
I'm not
okay.
frying
I was wondering
them.
about
I'm
that.
not.
So they cook in the soup.
I'm not oven roasting them. I'm
Okay.
cooking them in the soup for more added flavor.
Fabulous. Okay. Got
So
it.
that's what we're going to do
Okay.
here.
So we're gonna start dropping in.
You can drop in, honey. You drop in.
Should I drop in the meatballs?
Yeah.
Serious?
Drop in the meatballs. Yeah.
Okay. Should I use a spoon?
Well,
That's probably
you're
better.
gonna eat the soup, so you can. You know.
I sanitize my hands
I
before every
know.
show, just so you know.
I do. I believe you. I believe you.
I'm slowly dropping in the meatballs so they don't splatter on my white fur.
I know.
That would be
We don't
bad.
want you to splatter on that beautiful fake fur.
Fake fur. The fake fur. That's okay.
That's okay.
With real meatballs?
With real meatballs.
With real meatballs. We don't have fake meatballs. We have real
That's right.
meatballs. Fake fur.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in an Italian restaurant right now. It smells
It
so
smells so good. And wait, I added a bay leaf in here and some oregano.
Ah,
okay,
bay leaf,
so
that's the
stir your
key.
meatballs
Okay.
because it's all yummy and it's all good. And we're gonna let that boil.
Okay.
Elias, do you want to put in the beans? You know.
Sure.
See,
Yeah.
you can tell that Jan's a cooking teacher because
Yeah,
she's doing.
exactly. Let everybody have a
Thank you, Jan.
turn.
Everybody gets their chance.
Don't get us any splatters on Nikki's white fur.
Fake fur.
Yeah.
Now, we want to let everybody know how they can contact you, not only for your catering service, but if they also want to get involved in any of your classes as well.
Sure, yeah. I have a website called Jan Can Cook For You.
For you.
On 4th Street. So it's in the North Valley. And I also have a phone number, 505-350-0600. But the website's the best way. I do a lot of things on email. I have to see it in print.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if I don't, I'll talk it on the phone the minute I hang up.
And if you guys want the recipe, you can log on to casa.com.
Yes. And when we come back, we're eating our
Look how
Italian
good
wedding
that looks
food.
on TV. Yummy.
Bravo.
Yeah. Oh.
And we're back.
We're like,
that?
what is that sound? What is that? It's the meatballs saying, eat me. We're here, of course, with Jan Laird, and we are finishing up the Italian wedding soup. Take a look at this final product. So yummy. We are going to eat it in just a moment, but first I want to thank all of today's guests and remind you to visit casa.com for more details about any of the segments that you saw from today and all of our shows, in fact.
And tomorrow on New Mexico Style, it's How-To Day. How to raise a generous child, how to have movie star skin, courtesy of Bear Medical Spa.
And how to find out what's going on in your own backyard that you may not even know about. Let's go for some soup. What do you think?
Wow, that smells so good.
You need that for your little cold, too.
You're going to love
Okay,
it.
we're so excited. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's so good. Wow.
Oh my God, the cannellini beans, too. I love Jan Laird.
Thank you.
I love you more today than yesterday.
I know. Food just brings out that loving, if you do it right, I
It
guess.
sure does. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you bright and early, 8 a.m. tomorrow. And don't miss American Idol tonight on 2 Casa Fox. American Idol.